Hello world, hello earth and all of its inhabitants. It's the only place I, or any of us, have ever known. The only place all of us call home. And on it, everyone you know, everyone you've ever loved, everyone you've ever heard of, every human being that's ever existed, every animal, every creature, every species has come forth from this planet. There are literally thousands of ideologies and religions, around 4,200 known religions to be exact, every one of them having some form of different belief and thought process. And regardless of what you believe, why you believe it, what color your skin is, how tall or short, young or old you are, through the discovery of atoms, molecules, cells, and DNA, we know beyond any shadow of any doubt that every single one of us originated from this rock we're standing on. We are all in this together. It is our time to be alive. It is our time on this earth. And it is our time to say no more. The jig is up. The scam has come to light. The history of lies, oppression, manipulation, fear-mongering, and oligarchies must come to an end. It is time we made a stand, once and for all. And among all things that are true and real, that's what this show is ultimately about, making a stand. For too long, people have accepted their lot in life. For too long, people have accepted the idea that some have it and some don't. People are waking up to the idea that some are not more entitled to the good life than others. People are tired of playing in and paying in to corporate greed. People are becoming savvier and are calling for a more equitable system. Together, we'll go on a journey to break down, expose, and understand that exact system. A system that was created by a few, endorsed by others, and followed by all. A system that has been adapted worldwide using fiat currency that is produced at will by the owners, is backed by nothing and has absolutely no value. Yet it governs, controls, and dictates every facet of our lives. It creates, enables, or underlines virtually every wrong in the world. A system and institutions, such as education, legal, prisons, religions, government, media, economy, that we literally live by. To not question or scrutinize them and simply accept them means you are accepting living your entire life and those that you care about under rules, laws, and systems that someone else created with their interest in mind and are applied discriminately among the vast majority of people and never applied if you have enough money and are the highest bidder. We all would like to believe that in some way, shape, or form, the politicians, the heads of institutions and regulatory bodies, the ones with the power and authority, would do what's right, fair, and in the best interest of all people and our environment. Unfortunately, though, the reality is that could not be further from the truth. The wants and needs of most people are never taken into consideration. The wasting of resources and lack of conservation of resources are never taken into consideration. The enormous psychological and physical damage to our bodies, the pollution and contamination of the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat, our environment as a whole, are never taken into consideration. There is only one thing taken into consideration in a monetary system, and that is profit. It's extremely easy to point a finger and cast blame on others, like politicians, corporations, institutions, other races, ethnics, countries, But the truth that most people fail to realize, and others simply shy away from, is that it's not a person, people, or an entity that is the problem. It is literally the system itself. Again, it is not a person, people, or an entity that is the problem. It is literally the system itself. When currency enables you to have any goods or services you want, labor performed at your beck and call, the best and healthiest foods, to travel extensively, the best medical treatment, be treated as though you are a superior being, a sense of security and stability, anything you want, and not have to spend the majority of your life slaving just for food and shelter. It is not only unrealistic, but downright absurd to even entertain the idea that you would not have corruption, rampant lies and deceit in all forms and fashions, and in all facets of society, people swindling, conning, and taking advantage of one another, and ultimately manipulation and control of the masses in order to allow the 1% of the world's population that own everything to retain their wealth and power. If you are a human on this planet, you are living by some type of system, have gone through or dealing with or live your life by some form of institution. These literally create the fabric of our society and ultimately our lives. On this show, we will shed light on the dark, break the molds, expose the facade, rethink and realign the truth. Truth has several interesting characteristics about it. 1, the truth is always very simple and easy to understand. 2, truth does not care about race, color, creed, sex, political party, religious beliefs, agendas, hidden agendas, what you want, or even how you feel. It is simply the truth, whether you or I like it or not. And 3, the truth never changes, ever. It is a constant. And I don't mean scientific and philosophical truths. Those are by nature and in their definition debatable and falsifiable. I mean truth as in your gut, your instincts, your heart, your soul. The majority of people know right from wrong. You know instinctively in your gut. There's a reason you have a natural good feeling when you do something positive for someone or society as a whole. And there's a reason why you have a natural bad feeling, slightly less, or lose part of yourself when you do something negative to someone. Feelings such as those are natural instincts, natural being the key word. Natural laws are what we should adhere to, not man's laws. Man's laws are for control, suppression, obedience, and punishment. Natural laws are what we instinctively know to be true, right, fair, and just. The definition of natural laws is as follows: a body of unchanging moral principles regarded as a basis for all human conduct, and an observable law relating to natural phenomena such as physics. The truth has been with us all along. We have just been distracted, confused, and led astray. In the past, I too have fallen victim to the distraction. There were times when I became so overwhelmed and was tired of the fight. On multiple occasions, the hurt, pain, and suffering I had endured and experienced throughout my life and felt from the world as a whole was simply too much to bear, and I saw no point in continuing, as any substantial or meaningful change seemed inconceivable. Yet, I've always understood the pieces of the puzzle. I was finally able to put them all together one time. That's when I realized.